Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Shannon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is all about products that I have currently hit pan on. So if you are a makeup collector, if you're watching this video, chances are you're a makeup collector, a makeup lover. You know hitting pan is pretty exciting. It's not something that happens often, especially if you are someone that likes to rotate through your collection like I do. So these products here are just used and abused. They are loved. They've been loved on so much that I have made very significant dents, and some of them I already have backups on, and I will let you know which ones I have backups on as we go along. But without further ado, let's dive right on in. So the first thing is my beloved Butter Bronzer. This is from Physicians Formula, as most of you know, and this is in the shade Light Bronzer. As you can see, I have made some serious pan on this. I use this almost every day. I use this in a manner of which to blend out my bronzer and contour. So when I go in and I contour, I go in and bronze, I will then utilize this as a means of blending out my nose contour. I don't really like my under eyes to be super light anymore. I know that was kind of like a trend, but I don't particularly care for that. So that is kind of how I use this. I also like to take it down my jawline and down my neck just a little bit to sort of blend everything to my body. So I love this stuff. I already have a backup. Unfortunately, when I bought this though, when I bought my backup, I picked up the shade Deep Bronzer, which is much deeper than Light Bronzer. So just to side by side compare them for you. Give me 1 second. You can see that there is definitely a difference in shade. So I've been kind of using this as a normal bronzer, especially right now when I have some color to my body, because come winter, I know I'm not going to be able to use this. So that is what I've been using this for and what I love it for. Next up is my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. This I got when I really first started getting into makeup upon several recommendations from other YouTubers, and everything they say about this, you guys, is spot on. These powders are super creamy, so soft to the touch. They blend out so beautifully. And it's very rare for me personally to use this like lighter powder. I know in like my other contour kits, I don't typically use those very often, but as you can see, they have great pigment and they're just so soft, so finely milled, and that contour shade when I am fair is just the perfect shade. It's never too dark, it's never too muddy looking, it just always performs brilliantly, and so yeah, I have definitely used and abused this and I love it. Next up is this sample of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in medium deep. This is my all-time favorite bronzer, you guys. All-time favorite ever. It's the bronzer that I have on today. I just love this. I love the shade of it. I love how it pulls on my skin. I love that I can use this to contour and to bronze. It's just the perfect color. I already have this in a full size. I got this in like one of those Sephora box sets, and like upon first use, I knew I had to have this in full size. So I think it went on sale at Ulta, maybe during like a 21 Days of Beauty, or we got an additional discount on Too Faced, something like that. I went ahead and picked up the full size. Literally like a month after that, they repackaged all of their products, and so I have the old packaging, but this bronzer is everything. It is everything. All right, I've almost finished up, or I've definitely hit hard pan. Not hard pan, but you know what I mean. Some serious pan on this e.l.f. color correcting powder in the shade Cool. I use this today to just kind of set the rest of my face. The only downfall is if you are a deeper complexion, this may look ashy on your skin because it definitely pulls like it pulls light. You see what I'm saying? But if you're oily and you are fair, this is gonna be an amazing mattifying light setting powder. It's pressed, but it's not gonna feel heavy like a pressed powder can sometimes feel. It's just beautiful. They perform beautifully, or it performs beautifully. It mattifies my skin, and it's also a great touch-up powder as well. So I love that, and I think this is this the first or the second one? I may have already gone through one of these. Next up is this guy here. This is the Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. You know, I haven't had this for like a long time. Like, it's not like I've had it as long as some of the other things in my collection, but I have really grown to love this palette. I hate the packaging. I hate how bulky it is. I hate how this like lid doesn't open all the way, but this middle shade, you guys, is beautiful. If you're around my skin tone, you are gonna love this shade. It's also, do you see it there? Like, it's nice and light. Like, this is perfect when I'm fair in the winter. Perfect. It's never too dark. It's never too muddy. Like, all of the things that I've said about these others, I kind of rotate these throughout the year just depending on how dark I am. But they're so soft and creamy. It is a pricey palette for the drugstore, in my opinion. But I have definitely gotten my money's worth out of it. So the next thing is this NYX contour palette. You guys, look how beat this thing is. I've shown it before in other videos, but I've hit pan here on this shade, and I've also almost hit pan on this shade here. And then these highlights down here, I've actually gotten quite a bit of use out of. This is such a beautiful formula from NYX. If you are just beginning in makeup and you are looking for, you know, some bronzers, some contours, some highlights, that banana shade, like, this is a great option. It's $25. It will last you for quite a long time. And then the cool thing about it is these pans pop out. The only thing is I don't know where to pick up these little refills. So if you know where I can get these refills, like, preferably in store. I really hate ordering online, but if you guys know where I can get the little pans, let me know, because I would love to be able to replenish this shade. I love it so much. It's beautiful, and this formula is really beautiful from them. And then I have my little single shadow here from Wet n Wild in Brulee. Look at that, you guys. I use this almost every day. Unless my palette that I'm working with has like this color in it, I reach for this almost every single day. I love how creamy the shadow is. It is so surprisingly good for a 99-cent eyeshadow. Like, every time I use it, I'm just like, seriously, 99 cents? Like, really? Like, it's just so good. And it's just the perfect shade to set down my primer. It sort of masks any veining or darkness on my lids, and I just love it. Like, I just love that powder so much. I love that formula from them so much. And then I've also hit pan on this guy here from Physicians Formula. This is their Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Face Powder in Creamy Natural. So again, this is just a really nice setting powder. I don't typically set my entire face with a loose powder anymore. I used to go in and bake my entire face back when I was super oily, but I'm no longer oily enough to be able to do that without things looking super dry and kind of cracky through the day. So now I basically set my under eyes, my nose, and sometimes my chin with the baking technique, and then I just go in and dust a pressed powder all over my face, and look how beautiful. Like, this is just such a creamy powder, and it just blends in so nicely. Like, you can't even, like, it's right here, but it kind of blurs everything out. It's not a heavy powder. It has a slight sheen about it that just leaves the skin looking really nice and healthy, and I just think that Physicians Formula really nails it with their powdered products. Like, just knocks it out of the park. If you've never tried anything from Physicians Formula on their powdered side, like, I would definitely check them out. I know that they're a bit pricey for the drugstore, but I think they're definitely worth it. So that completes this video, you guys. I hope you found that interesting. Let me know what products you have hit pan on. I'd be curious to know, like, what do you love? What do you love so much in your collection that you have hit pan on it? I mean, I think that really says something about a product. So anyways, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye.